Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So sorry about the sun. I'm trying to block it out as much as I can. I've come on to do my Woolly Steph Art Club. This is the WS Art Club, which is hosted by Ashley from Paper and Twine. It was Woolly Steph's art club, but she's taking a break from YouTube at the moment, and Ashley is hosting it. So she basically pulls out a prompt, and this month the prompt is leaves. So I've got my little folder that I put everything in, and I have got, did I get myself out a piece? Yes, I did. Right, got myself out a piece that I've already cut, so I'll pop that out the way. So it's leaves, so I'm just going to show you what I've got basically. So I've got this lovely washi tape which has got leaves all over it in purple. I've also die cut, stamped and heat embossed some little leaves. These ones I've done in green, and then these ones I've done in holographic. I'm wondering if you probably can't see it in this just trying to see. You might be able to just catch it. It's quite bright. So I've done those. I kept that because I thought I could use it as maybe a little bit of a stencil if I wanted to. I've also, so this is my piece that I'm using to design. I've got these little jar stickers as well. I didn't know. I just pulled that out. Not sure. I found a couple of pieces out of I'll just get the pad so you know which one I've used. Out of this Peach Rain Flower Wine Garden, which has got all different pieces in. And I got these leaves, but they've got apples on them, so I'm not sure I might use that. This one's really pretty autumnal colours, so could use that. I then found this vintage piece, which was from, I'm just going to get that out as well so that you know. That was from my this little book that I've got, which has got all various pieces in. I'm not sure, I think that might have been Temu. Then I've got this card, which was left over from a kit that I used from Shiny Silver Treasures. And then I've got this die cut that I was going to use, but I cut it out the wrong way. As you can see, the leaves are supposed to be that way. I'd cut it out on the green and I did it upside down, but we could use that. And then I found in my little, one of my little sort of, not bit boxes, but one of my little, what do you call it, like embellishment boxes, there's some leaves in there. So I could use those as well. So I'll just take those out because there's some, yeah, we could use those up as well. So I don't think there's anything else in there we would use. So let's get that shut up. Okay, so I've got my little bit of card. I don't really know what I'm doing actually, to be honest with you. So I think it's just going to be a case of let's see what we're going to do. I'm thinking that would go on the top. I'm loving this. And this is going to cover up most of the page, isn't it? So I think what I'll do is I'm going to get my Forever Faithful vintage photo out. Let me just get a piece of scrap out of the bin here. This is an old cookery book that I've just repurposed, that I was going to throw away, but I didn't. So I've repurposed it into a couple of little sort of journal pieces. So let's just get rid of that white on the edges. And I'm doing the brush like this, and I think it was Ashley actually that taught me that, because you just got more movement. I just prefer, rather than holding it back here, which is what I used to do, I now hold it on the head because you've got more, yeah, you've got more sort of control over it, I would say. Right, so that is going to be my piece. Let's pop that out of the way. And I'm just thinking, I'm going to have it there. So we're going to need to rip it. Let's just do a little rough edge. Need to rip it about there. So Let's just get rid of those white edges. Yeah, so I've done quite a bit, sort of, not quite a bit of prep. I've got all the bits and pieces out so that it's relatively, yeah, we're going to go with that. That's going to be the bottom layer, I think, but we're going to build up from that totally with the leaves. I didn't realise, yeah, when you start looking at bits and pieces that you've got, you don't realise how much you have got. So let's just pop that down as a base. There. I am really liking these little leaves here, and they're white, so it doesn't matter, I don't think. So I'm thinking I might just try and get them out of the right, there's one piece, because they're only very attached quite lightly. There we go. So what have we got? Just thinking. Dangerous to think, isn't it? I'm just thinking I might do more of a sort of collage piece. I don't want to cover that fern up, because that's really pretty. I'm thinking have one of those on there. Let's just see how it goes, shall we? That could go there. I'm liking this, but we could have that at the edge like that. And then actually what I could do, where's my little scissors? Just cut that piece off because that's bothering me, and cut that one off. And then that could come down the side of the page. Yeah, do that. Oh, let's just pop a bit of glue on each one of those. Oh, stick to me as well. Just going to turn that around slightly. I bend that a bit. Oh, I'm going to stick to it myself. Pop a bit under there, just to get that one down. Right, that one will go there. Let's just cut that piece off because that looks silly. So they're going to be white leaves. And it's a lovely warm day today. So I've got the door open. I am doing this a little bit ahead of time. Oh, oh, oh. Pop a bit under there. Didn't quite get that one, did I? And I'll link Ashley's channel to this, because anyone can join in. It's an open collaboration. You don't have to do it every month if you don't want to. And yeah, it's just a bit of fun, really. Yep, I like that there. I hope everybody's well. I'm just going to try and turn that way slightly. Now, am I going to use these fluorescent holographic ones? I don't think I am, because I didn't use the stencil either, did I? I'm liking these ones though. I'm thinking I might just tuck those under. It's a bit mismatched, isn't it? But coming out from under there. that one under there. Getting glue everywhere. That one can come out from there. I'll put a tiny bit of that in the corner. Yeah, this is going to be more of a collage, I think. I just want that to match the corner. I'm going to use that little one that we've got there. I don't want to waste it and throw it away. So that can just go on there, like so. And then I could have put leaves as a... See, I'm liking that, but is it going to go? I might just have a little bit. Torn that piece off there. And then we'll have a little bit of that leaf. Let's get that piece off there. Could have done this for my Wing It Wednesday, totally winging it, although I have used this before, so I couldn't really. I'm just going to put that bit up there because I got it out. And then what we could do is, I've got some sparkles. I've got some green, I think. Where's my green? Have I got green, or is that a bit turquoisey? That's a bit turquoisey, isn't it? Okay, let me just look in the other one. Just to see. I haven't got green. Oh. No, I haven't got green. Never mind, we can keep it. We can keep that white, can't we? Just something's missing. I wonder if I can... I'll get my little... Because there's probably just a little bit... I didn't use the vintage, did I? There's probably just a little bit of green left on this. I just... Yeah, there is. I'm just going to... Just slightly give them a little bit of colour. There. That's better. It was just bothering me because we don't have white leaves, do we? And then, have we got a word we can put on there? I haven't got leaves, but let's have a look. I don't think I've got anything that's leafy. Oh look, cultivate kindness. Cultivate, yeah. In fact, what I'll do first, I'm just going to pop that there a minute because I've got a bit of acrylic. Let's get a bit of scrap. Pop a bit of white out. Mix a bit of water in with that. Have I got any water? Oh, there might be a little bit left in there. Not much. It might be enough just to... Need to fill that up. Might be just enough to... Where's my brush? There. Let me just mix that up a bit. I just want to make that white a bit more... I'll wipe that up in a minute. I literally only wanted a little bit. Right, I'll wipe that up in a minute. Let's get my fan brush out. Let's use that one. Getting it everywhere, but the picture. Oh, there we go. That's coming out now. Oh, all over me. Let me just get rid of that bit. That can go in the bin. I'll clear that up in a minute. And then I I need to stick this down. Is that going to stick where I've put the... There's not much on there, so hopefully it will stick. There we go. Well, that is my contribution. Sorry that the sun's coming in so much. Yeah, I might put a couple of little bits of stickles on there when that's dry. But yeah, that is my leaves for the Woolly Steph Art Club. Thanks so much for watching, but please, I'll link Ashley's channel, so if you do want to join in, please do come across and join in with us. And it's a lovely group. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, everyone, and crafty hugs. Bye bye.